I'm gonna break it down in terms. Oh, lady. That's 2 now. Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is well and safe during this COVID-19 lockdown period. Right, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about the top 5 things I love about the Harley Davidson Iron 883. Alright, so before I begin, I just want to start off by saying that the top 5 things I'm going to be talking about are all, my personal preference. It's obviously going to differ from person to person. You have to consider that everyone's riding style is different, and everyone's riding experience is different. Some are beginners, some are seasoned riders. You also have to bear in mind that everyone is built differently. Some people are taller, shorter, wider, whatever the case may be. So just keep these things in mind. Right, so reason number 1 is affordability. One of the reasons that drew me to this bike was that it was quite affordable. I remember I was at work the one day and this Google ad popped up for a Street 750, and I was really quite surprised at how affordable this bike was, or the Sportsters in general, because generally Harley Davidsons are really expensive, but I'm sure if you guys do some research and some digging around, you'll find some used Harleys out there with low mileage and maybe even some aftermarket parts on them for really good prices. So you just got to do some digging around. So yeah, affordability was one of the biggest things for me, because in terms of monthly repayments and my insurance, this bike really didn't break the bank. So I just wanted to add, in terms of affordability as well, when I got my bike, I've had my bike for about 2 years now. When I got this bike, it was used. It had about 400 miles, just over 400 miles on the clock. It's about 700 kilometers, and pretty much in perfect condition, man. So yeah, it really won't break the bank, and that's one of the reasons why it drew me to this bike. Reason number 2, customizability. That was a mouthful. So the second reason that I love this bike is because it's so customizable. This bike and this platform has been around for so long, and because it's been around for so long, there's so many manufacturers out there that make aftermarket parts for this bike. So you're really spoiled for choice when you're hunting down for parts for this bike. See. So I really love the fact that you can take this bike and really make it your own. You can swap out the seat, the fenders, the suspension. There's so much you can do to this bike, and being a designer, I kind of look at this bike like a blank canvas, and it's just a piece of art, really, man. I think I'm gonna go over into the suburbs. Just wanted to show you guys this. It's really pretty, man. Number 3, agility. So I love the fact that this bike is super agile. I commute on this bike every day and I go to work on this bike, so I love the fact that it really handles well. It's got a skinny front tire and it's a little bit lighter in comparison to all the other Harleys. So in terms of maneuverability, lane splitting, it's really great for that. I do a lot of city riding, It's a very flickable bike. I mean, look at this. Look at. Again, I guess it all boils down to experience, your riding experience as well. I mean, I've seen guys on big baggers that can do wheelies, donuts, they can turn tight corners, so it really boils down to experience. But overall, in general, this is a really great handling bike. Number 4, the power. So I love the fact that this bike has a decent amount of power. It's not too much to scare new beginner riders, and it's got enough to kind of keep you happy for a little while. I also feel that this bike is very forgiving. I mean, there have been a couple of times where I've twisted the throttle a bit too much or slammed on the brakes too hard, and I got away with it. You know, those are kind of costly mistakes.
Bruh.
My bro. Number 5, the aesthetics. So overall, I just love how this bike looks. It's blacked out and everything, so there's not much that you need to do to it to change it really. I mean, you could leave it stock standard and it's still a beautiful bike. You know, I get a lot of compliments on this bike, and I really haven't done anything to this bike, to be honest. All I've done is taken the mirrors that were already there, I flipped them over, and I changed this fuel cap because my fuel was getting stolen. But other than that, I feel like this bike stock is just a beautiful bike, and so aesthetics was like one of the biggest things for me. And don't get me wrong, like all the other Harleys really look nice too. It's kind of a toss-up between the Iron 883 for me and the new Softail Lowrider S. Even the old one looks amazing, but that blacked out minimalistic bare bones look is really cool, man. Yeah guys, so those are the top 5 things that I love about my Harley Davidson Iron 883. I probably didn't cover everything that I wanted to in this video, but I am doing an in-depth review of this bike in the near future. I'm going to break it down in terms... Oh, lady. That's 2 now. So yeah guys, there you have it. Those are my top 5 things that I love about my Harley Davidson Iron 883. I probably didn't cover everything that I wanted to in this video, but I am planning on doing a series of videos where I review the bike thoroughly in terms of handling, suspension, fuel range, all of that sort of stuff, so that it kind of helps you, if you're looking at buying this bike, that it helps you make an informed decision. Because I swallowed a bug. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a fist with a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. I will check you guys in the next video.